Hello everyone, get ready for some trending new info in your quest for knowledge. What is one thing that instantly makes you think this person has no manners? When grocery shoppers leave their carts in the middle of the aisle instead of pulling over. The grocery store is a cesspool for inconsiderate people. Why this brings out the worst in humans. People who leave their cart in the middle of the parking lot, people who dead stop to turn around without looking and crash into someone else's cart. People who exit an aisle into the main aisle without stopping and crash into someone else's cart. People who spend an absurd amount of time looking at a particular meat section so everyone else has to wait. People who bring an entire cart full of food to the express lane. People who park in the middle of the driving lane and block traffic because the close spots are taken up. I could go on all day about how much I hate grocery shopping lol. Littering. Littering is on a whole different level. It's not just being rude like most things in this thread, it's choosing to actively damage your local area and wildlife. It makes me so angry. When I see someone throw poop out of their car, it makes me wish I had twisted metal style missiles I could shoot at them. Think of the litter that would create. Hung out with a coworker once and he threw all his garbage out the window of his car onto the street. Never hung out with him again. I saw someone throwing trash out the car in front of me. Who does this? Why would anyone think that's okay? I honked and flipped off the driver in front of me after he threw trash out his window, then he threw a McDonald's Coke at my car. When they walk into an elevator before you have a chance to get off. Same W buses and subways. Some girl did this in a building I was in once and I said, you know it's polite to wait for people to get off before you barge on, and she just screams, I know. Not saying thank you when someone buys you dinner or sends you a gift or anything. Showing gratitude is good for everyone involved. Bruh, who are you buying dinners or sending gifts who is not replying with at least thank you? My husband. Smack his beaches. Tell him no titty time unless he shows you some goddamn respect. People who leave their litter and uneaten food all over fast food restaurant tables, and the floor area. And at the movies and sporting events. Why do otherwise polite people think they can just leave their trash behind them at those three places? People who do this usually have the mindset of it's someone's job to clean this up. Same goes for putting shopping carts away. Being an a-hole to the waiter or waitress. My stepmom is the worst at this, and usually tips like $2 regardless of cost, even with 4 people at a nice restaurant. I try to throw a 5 or 10 on the table after she leaves. It's so embarrassing in all aspects. Tipping sucks, I hate it. I tip, and I tip well, but I don't like it. People that don't put their weights away at the gym, god, this pisses me off so much. Not everyone has the same lifting routine as you, Chad. I threw my back out pretty badly and the free weight machines were the only ones that didn't hurt me for some reason. Trying to lift a 20 kilograms weight from heights above your waist with cooked spaghetti for a back is painful. I had to ask someone to help me move weights so I could use the machine once. So embarrassing. People who click their fingers at waiting or bar staff. I have been working in bars/restaurants for most of my adult life now and I am loving every second of it, but when this happens I honestly have to contain myself to not burn their house down. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Period. Every time someone snaps at me, I bump them to the end of the line and they wait longer. Talking over people. If someone is talking SDFU and listen, when they're finished you can tell your crafty story, not halfway through someone else's. Yelling at retail workers. Most recently about wearing masks or putting hand sanitizer on. It takes little to no effort and people lose their minds over it. Some people just hate being told what to do or doing the same thing as everyone else. There's people who refuse to drink water because too many health nuts and doctors told them it's good for you. I had a middle manager type once who would order you to do something at the exact moment he noticed you starting it on your own. It was like he was trying to rob you of your initiative and pass it off as his leadership, and it was one of the most infuriating things ever. I would probably still drink water, though. When they turn everything into a one-up contest. You think you have it bad? I know a guy who's way worse. Can't be anywhere as bad as this guy I know. Reminds me of these twins that both had it, just as bad. People who act mean towards others for apparently no reason. I got this friend who always talks down to younger people and I'm like, you need to gain people's respect, don't take it for granted. That just makes me think they're a bad person, not one without manners. I know people who are well-mannered and sociable who say or do incredibly mean-natured things. I really despise passive-aggressive cruelty. I believe it's something people get away with far too easily. Apartment neighbors who slam their doors as hard as they can. Damn, my last apartment had heavy doors that would forcefully close shut on their own. I'd walk in, forget that the damn door is about slam shut with the power of thunder and sprint back trying to catch it and slow it down. I usually made it, but I know I woke some people up with that thunderstorm of a door when I didn't catch it. Oh god. My current apartment front door is like that. It stresses me out bad as I don't like causing loud noises. I always feel like a failure when I don't slow mine down in time. Not saying thank you to stuff like someone holding a door open for them or a waiter/waitress refilling their drink. I say thanks, but I say it softly. I get anxiety. I have ashy friend that acts like they are chewing and gives a smile/thumbs up at restaurants, works out for her lol. But any sort of acknowledgement is 100% better than ignoring them. Parents who let their children run rampant anywhere. I've seen parents watch as their kid pops their fingers through every package of meat at the grocery store and do nothing. Parents who let their kids kick a stranger's shoe or other belongings, letting the kids spit on windows and rub it with their hands. Letting them run around the store, playing with anything and everything and leaving a mess for others to clean, and the parents literally just ignore it. I never understood that. They really are your obligation, not the store associate who's unlucky enough to be working the shift you happen to stroll in during. Be a parent. Bad kids can turn into poopy people. People who cut their nails on public transportation. Do your grooming at home. I saw some crazy woman pulling the dried skin from her lips and putting them beside the window. What made you think she was crazy? /s. Leaving piles of your skin for the next person to accidentally rest their arm on is common courtesy. Honestly, what would have been your answer or question? Leave it in the comments below. Slap that like and subscribe button for more, and check out the link in the video description for even more answers. Peace out, and catch you in the next video.